Jayfeather X20E here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. This has always been one of my favorite hybrid floor plans because it combines a really good living space with just the right amount of storage. And what's nice is when you're going down the road, you only have like a 20-foot box camper behind you. But when you get these beds open, when you get to your destination, you open this thing up, you have something like a, I don't know, 28-foot trailer at your disposal. That's the advantage of a hybrid. You get the weight down because the beds are off the floor plan. Now this is a Jayco, which means it has twice the warranty of anything else in its class. And, you know, there's a lot that goes along with that. There's a lot of consistency through the Jayco lines. You know, they don't build one lightweight one way, then another one a different way. They build everything the same for quality and reliability. We have a good grade power awning on here, and what I mean by that, if you look at lightweights nowadays, it seems like they give power awnings away like candy, but watch how quickly this can roll itself up. The grade of the motor in the power awning itself can vary quite a bit from one brand to another. I've seen some, you know, power awnings that really can't even begin to pull their own selves in. You see, that's not the problem here. This moves very quickly. You also see the nicer C-channeled light stripping, and you'll see that from some manufacturers now, but it's because Jayco was the one that made everyone kind of step up to the plate. And it's just one button operation, easy peasy. Inside outside speakers connect right to your Bluetooth enabled stereo. Now when you see one of these, this is a vent for your stovetop vent basically. And that's not a super fantastic, really awesome thing to talk about, but it is really important because if you do cook inside your camper, a lot of people do, if you don't have that outside vent, then you're not going to exhaust heat out of the camper from when you're cooking. They have made a couple changes in the recent future to add a room for a second battery on the nose if you want to do that. Now your Jayfeather construction is where it varies from almost all other hybrids. There are very few exceptions, the only one of which I'm really aware of we do carry here at our dealership. Most hybrid campers, you have a nice laminated sidewall. Jayco goes a step further and vacuum laminates instead of pinch rolls. If you need an explanation of that, please call us so we can explain. There is a difference and you do get what you pay for. Now, where most hybrid lines fail is they won't laminate the sides of the slide out. Jayco does not suffer from that shortcoming. They have full sidewall lamination, full slide box lamination, rear wall, front wall, floor lamination. The only thing they don't laminate is the roof. And you say, well, why would they build the roof different? What they found after years of experience is when they laminated the roof, they were not decreasing weight, they were only increasing cost. And it didn't make sense for them. Now Jayco's a huge manufacturer. They're the largest family-owned independent manufacturer out there. What's really cool is they're completely debt-free. You know, they don't owe anybody anything. They own every square inch of land they have. They don't pay interest to a bank for nothing. So when you get a company like that, there's a lot of reassurance. So that 2-year warranty will always be there for you. The outside propane hookup here, that's just there if you want to add an RVQ grill, which we will often include with this RV, and that would hook up right here. Now I say often because you may see some things like the color scheme of the fabrics of this RV, the options or upgrades, they may vary from one 20E to the next. It's not to say that every single one will be equipped the same. Like for instance, this color scheme here, I don't remember. I want to call this chocolate. I could be wrong. The names have changed a little bit over the years. But, you know, the models can be equipped a little bit differently. Here, this is another thing I like. One button light switch. There you go. All your living room lights on one switch. You don't have to go through and individually flip on every single light. But what I was saying is, if the video looks a little bit different from our pictures, please understand the pictures represent the actual unit in stock, whereas this video is here just to kind of give you an idea of how it's laid out and what the story is. Oh, back to the roof. I was saying how Jayco's a big manufacturer. They have both a wood and a lamination shop. So they were able to convert over and build the same wood roof structure in this that they build in their big fifth wheels. This has Magnum Truss roofing, which, long story short, means this roof can hold pretty close to 4,500 pounds. That's a lot. The advantage here is that they were able to save money going to a wood construction roof that is still perfectly strong, perfectly walkable. And they were able to decrease costs by going away from a laminated roof. Now this table that's in front of me I have slid out of the way here for a couple reasons. One, you can see that it is freestanding. You can move it wherever you want. Like right now I kind of have it over here like a table in front of the sofa, so you could use it there. But the other thing is, I like to show people you can use this like a lounge, and it's actually quite nice to do it. Now the biggest complaint a lot of people have ever had with a front U dinette in a hybrid is I gotta climb over everything to get to the bed. That is not true with the Jayfeather. You see how this bench right here is a little different? That's because it floats. So now you have your own path to go right up to the bed up front. And even cooler, this is the perfect toy box for the kids. That's absolutely perfect to do stuff like that. Let me slide this back over here. And then just simple tug one hand, because I only have one hand to do this, the other hand's on the camera. That's all it takes to rearrange the living room here of your Jayfeather. One hand, about 3 seconds. The sofa will jackknife down into an extra little sleeper. Obviously, when you fold this table down here, this forms into like a 7-foot bed. So we have roughly a king, a full, a queen in the back, an extra over here. You can sleep 7 or 8 in here pretty comfortably. Your stereo up here is Bluetooth enabled, so it will do about everything. It is also a DVD player. All of your light fixtures are LED. There's no incandescent bulbs used in this RV anywhere here in this interior space. And that's going to give you more quality, more reliability, better light. I mean, these things are extremely bright, even here during the daytime. Let me flip the switch. You know, you can see it gets pretty gloomy in here pretty quick, and then bam! I mean, it lights right up. The water heater. Most hybrids will not have an 18 gallon per hour water heater. They will have at most an 11. That's a big difference when you're going to have a family in here and take a bunch of showers. The TV is an extra thing that goes into these RVs. We have added it to this one that you see here in this video. Again, always double check your picture tour. We specifically like to leave the 5 cubic foot fridge here because if you put the 6 in, you lose your entertainment center. So we like to kind of give you both. So you do still get a little freezer in here, and you get a nice, I don't know, roughly 26, yeah, about 26-inch TV, something like that. I haven't measured it, obviously. Your kitchenette is small but adequate. It does what you need it to do in this little camper. And remember that this does exhaust heat outside. Now this is something I like. Where the X20E really is awesome for me is this extra big wardrobe closet and all of this extra pantry space over here. You know, like I said, you could sleep about 8 people in here. You gotta be able to feed 8 people in here. And those cabinets do continue down below. Just to give you an idea of depth, that is the hose for the RVQ grill rolled up. You probably have an idea how big that is, but now you can kind of see it in comparison to that shelf. So your bedding, your front and rear hybrid beds, they are Denver Mattress brand. What that means to you in English, Mr. and Mrs. Customer, these are 50% thicker and nicer than what you'll typically find in this class. Also, our bathroom here, you see that it does also have shower wall surround paneling, which is something that in previous years had not been present in the Jayfeather line, and I'm really excited to see it now. Because what this means is that when you're taking a shower, the water that sprays off your body is not going to hit wall paneling. You're not going to accidentally water damage your own trailer. Instead, it just hits this, runs down, goes in the drain exactly like it should. A decent sized sink in there too. You see, you can actually get your hands in here and wash it. Is it a fancy pants fifth wheel looking sink? No. Can you wash your hands in it? You betcha. It works just fine, and that's the point. It gets the job done. And that's this whole trailer. That's Jayco as a whole. They get the job done. They are the #1 selling brand to second-time owners, and I don't know what more you need to say to inspire confidence in somebody than that. So give us a call, 800-256-5196, Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thank you. Take care. Stay safe. Have fun. Happy camping.